So, good morning, my dear students. So, in the previous class, I had a discussion on the problems related on the composition of a function. So, today I am going to solve some more problems which are related on the composition of a function. So, here the first question is going to be find fog and golf if f of x is equal to 8x cube and g of x is equal to x cube. So x to the power 1 by 3, x to the power 1 by 3. So observe the question carefully. So we need to find fog and golf if the function is going to be f of x is equal to 8x cube and g of x is equal to x to the power 1 by 3, x to the power 1 by 3. So here the first term, the solution is going to be solution. Fog of x can also be written as f of g of x. So here f of, what is the function of g of x? G of x is nothing but x to the power 1 by 3, x to the power 1 by 3. So instead of g of x, I am going to substitute the value of g of x is equal to x to the power 1 by 3. So here becomes it is going to be x to the power 1 by 3. So here I am going to write x to the power 1 by 3 is nothing but p, because for simple calculation I am just assigning again x to the power 1 by 3 is nothing but p. So it is going to be f of p. So we know that if the function f of x is equal to 8 into x to the power 2, then f of p is going to be 8 into p to the power 3, or p cube. You can say that 8 into p cube. So here, so we know the value of p is nothing but x to the power 1 by 3. So I am going to substitute the value of p is nothing but 8 into what is the value of p? So x to the power 1 by 3 whole to the power 3. So here, so when the value, you know the concept of a to the power m whole to the power n is nothing but a to the power mn, then it's going to be 8 into x to the power 3 divided by 3 is nothing but 1. You can say that 8x. So is that going to be f of g of x, or we can say that fog of x is nothing but 8x. So next one, we need to find golf. So golf of x is nothing but g of f of x. Here f of x is given by, so 8 into x to the power 3, you can say that g of x to the power 8 into x to the power 3. So here I am going to substitute q is nothing but 8 into x to the power 3. 8 into x to the power 3. So it's going to be, so g of q is going to be, so they have given g of x is equal to x to the power 1 by 3, So it's going to be, so again it's going to be, so in the place of x, just I am going to substitute the value of q. So g of q is equal to q to the power 1 by 3. Here, so q to the power 1 by 3. So what is the value of q? Q is nothing but 8 to the power 3. So 8 into x to the power 3. So it is going to be 8x cube whole to the power 1 by 3. So by solving this one, we are getting 8 to the power 1 by 3, again x to the power 3 into 1 by 3. So it's 3 is going to cancel. So 8 to the power of 1 by 3 is going to be 2 into it is going to be x. So the required golf of x is nothing but 2x. Observe again, I am going to explain again. So here the question is going to be find fog and gof if f of x is equal to 8x cube and g of x is equal to x to the power 1 by 3. That's the given function. So we need to find fog and gof. So to find fog, I have f of g of x, f of g of x. So in the place of g of x, they have given a function. So x to the power 1 by 3. They have given x to the power 1 by 3. So then it's going to be, so f of x to the power 1 by 3. So our calculation, for simple calculation, just I am replacing x to the power 1 by 3 by p. X to the power 1 by 3 by p. So then it's going to be f of p. Means ಈ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಾದ x to the power 1 by 3 ಇದೆ. ನಾನು p ನ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ for simple calculation. Then it's going to be f of p. ಹೌದಲ್ಲ f of p. If they have given f of x is equal to 8 into x to the power 3, if they have given f of x is equal to 8 to the power, 8 into x to the power 3, then here it's going to be 8 into p cube, because in the place of x this time substituted the value of p. So then it's going to be 8 into x to p to the power 3. So then what is going to be the p? P is nothing but x to the power 1 by 3. So x to the power 1 by 3, and just substituting p is equal to x to the power 1 by 3. So then 8 into x to the power 1 by 3 to the power 3, then it's going to be, so we know the concept of a to the power m to the power n. So in the class 8 itself we have learned about the exponential. So again by using the other concept, a to the power m to the power n is going to be a to the power m n. So it's going to be, so x to the power 3 into 1 by 3 is nothing but 3 by 3. Again 3 by 3 value is going to be 1. So it's going to be 8 into x to the power 1 is nothing but 8x. The required value of f of g of x is going to be 8x. So then gof of x is equal to, means we need to find the value of gof. Gof is nothing but gof of x, or we can say that g of f of x, g of f of x. Then here, so in the place of f of x we have the value 8 into x to the power 3. So I have just substituted the value of 8 into x to the power 3 in the place of f of x. For simple calculation, I am making it an assignment. So q is nothing but 8 into x to the power 3. So just I am assigning it 8x cube is nothing but q. So in the place of 8x cube, we have this substituted value of q. So it is going to be g of q. G of q. So they have given g of x is equal to x to the power 1 by 3. G of x is nothing but x to the power 1 by 3. Then what is the value of g of q? Then g of q is nothing but q to the power 1 by 3. But what is the value of q? Q is nothing but 8 into x to the power 3. So this time I make substitution on q. So 8x cube to the power 1 by 3. Again by using the concept of an exponential. So which one? A to the power m to the power n is nothing but a to the power mn. So it's going to be 8 to the power 1 by 3, x to the power 3 into 1 by 3. So 3 going to 1, 3 going to cancel. This remaining thing is nothing but x. So 8 to the power 1 by 3 is nothing but 2x. Okay. So the final answer of gof of x is nothing but 2x, and fog of x is nothing but 8x. Okay. Just pause the video to note it down. So the next question. Find fog and gof. Find fog and gof. Find fog and gof. If f of x is equal to mod x, f of x is equal to mod x, and g of x is equal to mod of 5x minus 2. Mod of 5x minus 2. So make an observation here. So this is the problem which is related on the composition of the function. So we need to find fog and gof, and we have given a function f of x is equal to mod x and g of x is equal to mod of 5x minus 2. So it is related to the previous problem which we have done here. So in the f of x is equal to x cube like that. So here they have given a modulus functions. So to find fog, again we have the solution. Solution. So fog of x is nothing but f of g of x. F of g of x. So observe ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So the value of g of x is nothing but the given function g of x is equal to 5x minus 2. 5x minus 2. So then it's going to be f of. So g of x is nothing but mod of 5x minus 2. So under the modulus sign 5x minus 2. Under the modulus sign it's going to be 5x minus 2. Then I'm just replacing mod of 5x minus 2 by p. Just I'm replacing mod of 5x minus 2 by p. Then it's going to be f of p. Observe ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So just I'm replacing mod of 5x minus 2 by p. So instead of g of x, instead of mod of 5x minus 2, I'm just substituted the value of p. So then, what is the value of f of p? They have given f of x is nothing but mod x. F of p is going to be mod p. So it's going to be mod of p. P under the modulus sign is going to be mod p. Then it's going to be. So what is the value of p? They have given p is nothing but mod of 5x minus 2. Mod of 5x minus 2. So here mod of 5x minus 2. 5x minus 2. Or we can say that it is going to be if the modulus sign is also, so first here if the negative sign comes it's going to be positive sign. If the positive in itself is the positive sign. So under the modulus of function and we have the modulus for those functions, then it's going to be, we can easily say that. So 5x minus 2 is itself is going to be the value of fog of x. Observe it. So we need to find fog. So fog means g of x is going to be a function, so which is going to be present inside the f, or we can say that g of x is going to be the domain for the values of the function f. Then f of g of x is nothing but we have the value of g of x is equal to mod of 5x minus 2. So mod of 5x minus 2 just I am replacing for the calculation, for a simple calculation. So we can say that mod of 5x minus 2 is nothing but p. So then it's going to be f of p is equal to mod p. Then mod of 5x minus 2 again it's going to be applied for the modulus sign. So then it's going to be 5x minus 2 itself is going to be the required value of f of g of x or fog. So the next one is find GOF. Is nothing but so g of, or we can say that fog of x is nothing but g of f of x. So what is the value of f of x? F of x is given by the modulus sign, the mod of x. So we can say the g of mod x. So we can replace the q is nothing but mod x. Q is replaced with mod x. Then we can say the g of q. So what is the value of g of q? They have given g of x is nothing but modulus of 5x minus 2. So then it's going to be g of, or we can say that modulus of 5q minus 2. Because observe here 5q minus 2 is nothing but g of x is nothing but mod of 5x minus 2. Then what is the value of g of q? G of q is going to be 5x or 5q minus 2. So this term written here. So 5q minus 2. Then what is the value of q? Q is nothing but mod x. So I am writing 5 mod x minus 2. So is there any difference, or we can is I am going to cancel this modulus sign? No, because observe not doing it. If I am going to give the value of x is equal to 1, if x is equal to 1, if then what is going to be under the modulus sign 5 minus 2. So then it's going to be modulus of again 1 into 5, 5 minus 2, 3. The answer is going to be 3. What about x is equal to minus 1? Minus 1. So observe here. So 5 modulus of minus 1, modulus of minus 1 minus 2 minus 2 minus 2. So 5 into modulus of minus 1. What is the value of modulus of minus 1? Again it's going to be 1. So 1 into 5 is going to be 5. 5 minus 3 again it's going to be 3. Is there any difference like that? Is there any difference like that? No. So just we are writing. So in the place of this one, in the place of q, just I am writing mod x, but the actual value is going to be same here. So it's not necessary to write this. But according to the given function, according to the given modulus function of x, f of x, so we need to write in form of mod of 5 of mod x minus 2. Okay, or you can write 5x minus 2 under the modulus sign. But here to assign the basic procedure of our graph, we need to write mod of 5 of mod x minus 2. Okay, so this is going to be graph. So observe here. And I am going to explain again and again because this is a very important concept which is going to be applied for your examination. So for g of x is equal to f of g of x. In the place of g of x, we have substituted mod of 5x minus 2. So in the mod of 5x minus 2, just I am replacing the p. So p is going to be the mod of 5x minus 2. Then f of p is going to be mod p. Then 5x minus 2 under the modulus sign again is going to apply for modulus sign, and we can see the mod of 5x minus 2. So here in the g of x is equal to g of f of x. So in the g of f of x we have g of mod x. So g of mod x is nothing but q, because I am applying mod of x is nothing but q. Then it's going to be g of q. So here g of q. But what is the value of q? We can say what is the value of g of q? We know that g of x is equal to mod of 5x minus 2. Then g of q is equal to mod of 5q minus 2. So then it's going to be mod of 5 under the modulus n x minus 2. Okay, so just pause the video to know. So the next concept is inverse of a function. Inverse of a function. Inverse of a function. So this is a concept which is applicable for finance question in final examination, or sometimes it may ask for inverse question. Okay. So the inverse of a function says that. So just I am going to write the definition of inverse function. So if f be a function which is defined from a to b, if f from a to b, be defined by f of x, which is defined by f of x, and another function there exists another function g from b to a defined by f inverse of x. So observe here, if f be a function, f from a to b is defined by f of x, and there exists another function g from b to a be defined by f inverse of x, if and only if and only if f is a bijective function Bajective function. Then f inverse of x is called inverse of a function. Inverse of a function. Inverse of the function of f of x. So observe not. So this is the definition of the inverse of a function. So inverse of a function says that if f be a function which is defined from a to b, so it is denoted by f of x, and there exists another function. That's going to be g of b from a or b to a, g from b to a. We defined by f inverse of x. And if and only if f is a bijective function, then f inverse of x is called inverse of the function of f of x. Not right. So this concept says that if a function defined from a to b, then there exists another function. So that's going to be g of x or f inverse of x. So we can say represent this one by g of x itself. So g of x itself. So that g of x is going to be the inverse of the function. If and only if when the given function f of x is a one function and two function, or we can say that if the function is a bijective function, then it's going to be the inverse of the function. Means, so ಎಲ್ಲ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಗಳಿಗೆ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದ? ಸೊ ನಾವು ಡಿನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಗಳಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರ್ತದ? ನೋ. ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂತ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಗಳು ಬೈಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ, ಈ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂತ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಬೈಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂತ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಗಳಿಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಇನ್ವರ್ಟಿಬಲ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ದ ಗಿವನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಇನ್ವರ್ಟಿಬಲ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್? ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಬೈಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂತ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇನ್ವರ್ಟಿಬಲ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇನ್ವರ್ಟಿಬಲ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ. ಆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇನ್ವರ್ಟಿಬಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ f ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಅದರ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? f ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ f of x ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ f of x is equal to 1. already you know the concept f of x is equal to 1 the previous is. So here, so ಈ ಗಮನ ಕೊಡಿ, f from a to b ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, so x belongs to L ಆಗಿದೆ, x belongs to a ಆಗಿದೆ, so y belongs to b ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? So that is going to be the given function f of x, and ಆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ನ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು f inverse x ಇಂದ ಡಿನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. f inverse of x ಇಂದ ಡಿನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಏನ್ ಬರ್ತದಾಗ f inverse of y is nothing x ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. f inverse of y is equal to x ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಏನು ತಪ್ಪೇನಿಲ್ಲ. f inverse of x because ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ a ಇಂದ b ಗೆ ಡಿನೋಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, b ಇಂದ a ಗೆ ಡಿನೋಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಇದು 1 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು x1 is equal to x2 ಅಂತ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬಳಸ್ತಾರೆ. According to those concepts, so just I am writing f inverse of x because to understand the basic concept of the definition of an inverse function. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಬರ್ತಾರಂತ ಡೊಮೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ y ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ y ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So x ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? There is going to be the codomain or the range of a inverse of a function. Or we can say ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ರೀತಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, the function inverse of a function can also be defined in another way. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, if a given function f of x is an one function as an onto function, then there exists a function from b to a. ಗಮನ ಕೊಡಿ. So ಈ ಒಂದು function, if a function is one and onto, then there exists a function f inverse of x from b to a, then f inverse of x is called the inverse of a function. ಗಮನ ಕೊಡಿ, ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂತ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ನ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಎಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಡೊಮೈನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀವೋ ಆ ಡೊಮೈನ್ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋಡೊಮೈನ್ ಆಗಿ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಎಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂತ ಕೋಡೊಮೈನ್ ಆರ್ ದ ರೇಂಜ್ ದಟ್ಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಡೊಮೈನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್. ಆ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ಡೊಮೈನ್ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ ದಟ್ಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ದ ಕೋಡೊಮೈನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಗಮನ ಕೊಡಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ f from a to b which is defined from a to b, so that function is called f of x and there exists another function g of x. So ಆ g of x ಅಲ್ಲಿ exist ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ so that is a function from b to a. so ನಾವು ಕೋಡೊಮೈನ್ ಡೊಮೈನ್ ಗಮನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ so b to a ಇಂದ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ x ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ನ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು as well as ಆಂಟಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಆರ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಂತ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಬೈಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಗೆ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ನಮ್ಮ g of x ಅಥವಾ f ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ x ನ ನಾವು ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಎ ನೋಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್. So the problem which is related on the inverse of the function. Let the first function let s is equal to 1 2 3 determine whether the function f from s to s defined as below have inverses then find f inverse if it exists. The first one is f is equal to 1 comma 1 2 comma 2 3 comma 3. So that's the first problem. So let s is equal to 1 2 3. So determine whether the function from s to s ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ s ಇಂದ s ಗೆ ಡಿನೋಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ the domain is going to be from s and the codomain is also from the s. So defined below have inverses. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಗಳು ಇನ್ವರ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂತ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. So inverses ಆಗಿದೆ then find f inverse if it exists. ಏನಿದೆ if it exists ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ so ಗಮನ ಕೊಡಿ. already I have mentioned by the definition of inverse of a function. So inverse of a function ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ if ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅದರ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಗೆ ಅದರ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ 1 ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು 2 ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ದಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ದ ಬೈಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. ಬೈಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಗಳಿಗೆ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅದು ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಬೈಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಬೈಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ದ ಒನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಆನ್ಟು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಆರೋ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಟು ಒಬೆ ಇಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಒನ್ ಆರ್ ಟು ಆನ್ಟು ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 ಮತ್ತೆ ಆನ್ಟು ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಅಂತ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು so 1 2 3 just writing the arrow diagram to check 1 and ಈಗ 1 ಡಿನೋಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ s 2 ಗೆ 2 ಡಿನೋಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ s 3 ಗೆ 3 ಡಿನೋಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ s that's the 3 ordered place in the function f. so ಈಗ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ 1 so what is the definition of 1 function? that every element in a domain must contain only one image in a codomain. So then is going to be the 1 function. ಈಗ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂತ ಡೊಮೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ one ಇಮೇಜ್ ಇದೆಯಾ, one ಇಮೇಜ್ ಇದೆ, two ಇಮೇಜ್ ಇದೆ, three ಇಮೇಜ್ ಇದೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ only one ಇಮೇಜ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ f is one ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. ಹೌದಾ? ಈಗ and ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದೆ ಡೆಫಿನಿಷನ್? the every element in a codomain must contain at least one pre-image in a domain. So then it is going to be onto function according to the onto definition. So in the codomain we have three elements, that's going to be 1 2 3. Those elements must contain the pre-images. Then we have one has the pre-image of 1, 2 has the pre-image of 2, what about 3? 3 has the pre-image of 3. So then the every element in a codomain S, they are contained one pre-image in S, one pre-image in S. So then the given function is going to be an onto function. So f is onto. So then f is onto. ಈಗ ಈ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ onto ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ is it a bijective function? ಹೌದಲ್ಲ? the given function is one and onto, then it's going to be the bijective function. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ bijective function ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂತ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? ಆಫ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಎಸ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದ ಗಿವನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೈಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಆಟೋ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ಇಂದ ಎಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ಇಮೇಜ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ that's going to be the f inverse. ಹೌದಲ್ಲ? so f inverse ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿ? so then f inverse of x is equal to so first order pair ಬರೋದು. so ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ? so what about 2 ಯಾವ ಇಮೇಜ್ 2, so 2, 2 and what about 3 ನೋಡಿ, 1 ಗೆ 1 pre-image, 2 ಗೆ 2 image, 3 ಗೆ 3. According to the definition of f inverse, it is going to be defined from b to a. But f of x ಏನಾಗಿದೆ? a to b ಅಂತ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. f inverse of x that's going to be defined from b to a. So according to that, so 1 ಗೆ 1 pre-image ಆಗಿದೆ, 2 ಗೆ 2 pre-image ಆಗಿದೆ, 3 ಗೆ 3 image ಆಗಿದೆ. So that's going to be the f inverse of x. So that's going to be 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, okay. So this part will be determined. The second one f from or f is equal to 1, 2, 2, 1 and 3, 1. So ನೋಡಿ, ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂತ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ 1 1 ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಆಟೋ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ so just I am writing an arrow diagram because arrow diagram ಅನ್ನು ಬರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ so ನಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. so ಹಾಗಾಗಿ this is going to be s and this is going to be s because the function defined from s to s. so 1 2 3 these are the elements which are present in a given set s. so then 1 ಇಂದ 2 ಗೆ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಇದೆ, 2 ಗಿಂತ 1 ಗೆ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಇದೆ, 3 ಇಂದ 1 ಗೆ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಇದೆ. is it a one function? no, because if the function said to be a one-one function, the every element which is present in a set must contain only one image. But here 2 has the image of 1 and 3 has the image of 1. so ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಇಮೇಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, 3 ಗೂ ಸಹ ಒಂದೇ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ one ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? so we can say that f is not one. so next we need to check the bijective onto function. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? onto function ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು? the every element which is present in a codomain must contain at least one pre-image. so then 1 has the image of 1, so 2, so 1 ಗೆ 3 is going to be an image pre-image ಆಗ್ತದೆ, 2 ಗೆ 1 is going to be pre-image. what about 3 ಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ pre-image ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ is not a onto function. So f is not onto, f is not onto, or we can say that f is neither one nor onto, then f inverse does not exist, again exist ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ because the given function is not a bijective function. Bijective function ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಮಗೆ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. bijective function ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಂತ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ is not a bijective function, then it's not going to be exist for its inverse. Its inverse is going to be f inverse. In the function ಗೆ inverse exist ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, so the next question, the third one. So the third one is going to be f is equal to 1 comma 3 comma 2 and 2 comma 1. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗಮನ ಮಾಡಿ 2 comma 1 ಏನಿದೆ. So just I'm writing an arrow diagram because to analyze the things. So here 1 2 3, here also 1 2 3. So this is going to be set s and this is going to be set s, and the function is defined from s to s. ಹೌದಾ? So then ನೋಡಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಈಗ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ನೀವು ನೋಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಗಮನ ಕೊಡಿ. So 1 ಇಂದ 3 ಗೆ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, 3 ಇಂದ 2 ಗೆ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, again 2 ಇಂದ 1 ಗೆ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So ಈಗ the every element in a set S containing one pre-images or one images in a set S. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗೂ ಒಂದು ಇಮೇಜ್ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಟ್ S ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಿರೋ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ one ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನೀವು ಗಮನ ಕೊಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ the every element in a set S containing one images in a set S, or the element in a domain elements containing one image, one element, one code, one element which is present in a codomain, or you can say those elements which are in a set of range, then it is going to be the one function. So you can say that f is a one function. F is one function. So is it an onto function? Yes, because the element which is present in a codomain S, containing at least one pre-images in a set S or in a domain. So we can say that f is also an onto function. So if the function is a bijective function, so that's going to be one function as onto function. When these two things are one as well as onto, so then it's going to be the bijective function. If the function is a bijective function, then there exists an inverse function. So inverse function ಯಾವುದು? ಗಮನ it is a bijective function. Then there exists. So this symbol is called there exists, or we can write in words there exists f inverse is equal to ನೋಡಿ 1 ಇಂದ ಯಾವ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಇದೆ 2 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 2 ಅಂತ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಾ. ಸೊ what about 2 ಗೆ ಯಾವ ಪ್ರೀ ಇಮೇಜ್ 3 2. ಸೊ what is 3 ಗೆ ಯಾವ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಇದೆ 1. So 3 1. These are the elements which are present in an inverse of the function f, or ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಇಮೇಜ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಈಗ f inverse ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಪ್ರೀ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು, ಬಟ್ f inverse ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ವೈಸ್ ವರ್ಸ, ನಿಮಗೆ f ಏನ್ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಬರ್ತದೋ ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ f inverse ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದಟ್ಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೊಮೇನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ f inverse ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ಡೊಮೇನ್ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರೀ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯೋ ಸೊ ಅದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ f ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವೈಸ್ ವರ್ಸ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, that's going to be the given f inverse of the function. So the next one is so just pause the video to note all these things. So the next one f from 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 to 10 to 10 to 10 with f is equal to 1 comma 10 2 comma 10 3 comma 10 and 4 comma 10 4 comma 10 4 comma 10 4 comma 10. Is it a function which is 1 1 or r2 r ಕೊಟ್ಟಂತ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ 1 1 ಮತ್ತೆ r2 ಆಗ್ತದ ಗಮನ ಕೊಡಿ. ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಏನಿದು ಬರೀ 10 ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಸೈನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ವಿತ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಎಸ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ 3 ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಸೆಟ್ ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತು 7, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ದ ಸೆಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಅದರ್ ಸೆಟ್. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ಆರೋ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಬರೆಯಲಾಗಿದೆ. ನೀವು 1 2 3 4 and set D the only element 10. So according to the given function, 1 has the image of 10, 2 has the image of 10, 3 has the image of 10, 4 has the image of 10. So is it a one function? So the definition is that the element which is present in a domain, then it must contain only one image in a set B. So here the set is only having containing only one element, that's going to be 10. Here the set A has the 4 elements, but A also image of 10, 2 also image of having 10, 3 also having the image of 10, 4 also having the image of 10. So the given function is not a one function because ಕೊಟ್ಟಂತ ಡೊಮೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಗೆ only one image ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡೋದು ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಗೂ ಒಂದೇ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ the given function, the function is not a one function, is not a one function. Suppose to check an onto function, ಇಲ್ಲಿ onto function ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ b ಯಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಗಳಿಗೂ at least ಒಂದಾದರೂ ಪ್ರೀಮೇಜ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಈಗ b ಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಗಮನ ಕೊಡಿ. we have only one image, only one term. ಸೊ ಈ ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ಪ್ರೀಮೇಜ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಒಂದಾದರೂ ಪ್ರೀಮೇಜ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಆವಾಗ then what is going to be an onto function. Here f is an onto function. So ಈಗ ಬೈಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಒನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ onto ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ದ onto ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. ಬಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಒನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೈಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬೈಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ನಾವು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು f ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಥವಾ ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಗೆ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಇಟ್. ಸೊ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ವಾಚಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್.